Right, it's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Thursday. Playing Fortnite solos, and it's week 4 in the NFL. And with that, cue the music. This is Bet by the Numbers, the easiest betting podcast in the world. Here with Matt this week. Say hey, Matt.
Hey Matt.
Yeah, hey Matt, hey. And of course, my trusty robot producer. Okay, Google. Say hello.
Hi there. What can I do for the nicest person I know?
Oh my God, that was terribly. Is that me or is that Matt?
She's so complimentary.
I know, that was
I'm
amazing.
sorry to hear you're upset.
Oh.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
She's landed on a little thick now. Okay. I know. Very simple recap of last week. Then the countdown this weekend or this week is very basic. Matt's gonna go over some DFS stuff, plays for week 4. How's that sound?
I mean, we're just an hour away from actual football this
I know.
week, so.
No, it is. Today is week 4. Okay, recap of last week. Week 3 was a tough week. Went 2-5 against the spread, making me 7-9 on the season against the spread. But up 0.7 of a unit on the week. Up 2.9 units on the season. Hit mostly because hit all the money line picks last week. Actually, I looked at it. Over the last 2 weeks, 6-0 on moneyline picks. Last week, correctly picking New Orleans over New England, Atlanta over the Giants. Thank you, Matt. Green Bay over San Francisco, and then Minnesota over Seattle. So that's
when
where
you're up.
Yeah,
it's tough to get all those.
I'm not going to complain about apparently picking 3 road dogs correctly or being up instead of down on the week.
Exactly. I mean, you got to be up instead of down, and I'm also glad that Atlanta actually won a game.
Yeah, that was
tied with the Kansas City Chiefs. Big homers over here.
I know. How about that? Yeah, unabashed Atlanta Falcons podcast over here. All right. 5 favorites, 4 dogs, 3 money line plays, the 2 EZ Parlay, which I have tweaked a little bit, and 1 extra point this week. Let's see. Start with 5 favorites. Nothing exciting here. Tennessee at the Jets. I'm going to go with Tennessee covering their 7.5 point spread. How about that?
Yeah, it's hard to not pick Tennessee here. I mean, I see a whole lot of Derrick Henry in our future.
No, it's going to be a Derrick Henry game. I mean, they're all Derrick Henry games. They should be. All Tennessee games should, yeah. There's no reason for Tennessee not to have them be Derrick Henry games. Because what's the other option?
Fans, but you know it's true.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot. I mean, also this game's going to be boring. They're going to bury it. I mean, I think it's buried on CBS. Yeah, nobody's ever going to watch this game. Seattle at San Francisco. San Francisco's given up 3 points at home, but I still like them to cover. It's going to be one of those Russell Wilson trying to make up 6 points at the end of the game and failing. That's what I see.
I disagree in this situation. I think that in this situation that Seattle kind of comes back a little stronger. I do know that Tyler Lockett's a little bit questionable this week, but this team in Seattle, they could do some special things if Russell Wilson and Chris Carson can get together.
Well, see, that's the question. Is it still let Russ cook? Are we trying to have a pass first offense? Where Pete Carroll doesn't want it.
Hey, I mean, I know that Pete Carroll wants it, and I know that Russell Wilson can have it, and I also know that Kyle Shanahan knows how to fumble the ball.
Yeah.
So that's my way of the pick.
Well, I always forget that you have the Kyle Shanahan bias here,
I mean,
so that's fair.
There's definitely a bias, and it's a divisional game, so I think it'll be a great game. And
well, and see, yeah, exactly. That's why I know it's going to be close. I mean, I expect an excellent game. I just think San Francisco can get those 3 points. Again, I see a situation where Seattle is trying to come back late for more than, or 1 whole touchdown. So we're going to give San Francisco's -3 points. Pittsburgh at Green Bay. Green Bay. So, all the lines this week, by the way, we're using Betfair Sportsbook out of the UK and Decimal odds, which are confusing. So we'll try to do next week's gonna be American odds. Don't worry, which are also confusing, but at least American. So.
Yeah, at least American.
Yeah, at least it's American. Yeah. Green Bay is 1.33, so it's something like 1-3. Anyway, they're massively favored. I know the point spread is they're giving up 7 points. Pittsburgh can't score. Like, Ben's so incredibly cooked.
Yeah, I really like Green Bay in this game, although I do think it's a trap game. TJ Watt's going to be back this week. And the only way that Pittsburgh has any chance of covering the spread is if TJ Watt, takes 2 touchdowns to the house. But, Najee Harris is still going to be solid, but Ben's old. And
dude, Najee Harris is nice, yeah.
They're definitely going to, take care of this game, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like even betting Green Bay against the spread here, but I will take them money line here because I think they are going to win. But, I mean, Pittsburgh, that defense is good. Wait, what's the TJ Watt situation? Do you know about that? What's going on with that?
So he's back this week.
He's back this week, yeah.
Declared back healthy today.
Today, okay. Well, that's good. I mean, that's good news for Pittsburgh. That line may move, folks. Pay attention. Next game,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He's their Palomalu right now, so.
I.e. the best player on their defense, or just the best player
Maybe the best player on their team. Who knows?
Well, I mean, that's actually fair. I mean, I don't even know who's that good on their offense. I mean, you're gonna say it's Najee Harris, a rookie? Unlikely. So.
No, not even.
Nah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't go there. And their Sky is gonna shoot at me. Nope, I got shot. I'm dead. Okay, great. Tonight's game. Jacksonville at Cincinnati. Cincinnati is giving up 7.5 points at home, but I still like them to cover because Jacksonville is pretty not good.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've got T-Law throwing 4 touchdowns. They might
we'll come back to that. Yes.
I think they're all going to be to his team. But
well, there's that. Yeah.
So yeah, Cincinnati, I definitely agree with you there.
No, Cincinnati's kind of good, right?
No, they're good. I mean,
yeah.
Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase. I mean, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
To believe that.
Yeah, that's seeming like a pretty good little combo that they found there. I mean, go figure. Ooh, there was a shark in the water. Yeah, that's seeming like that's gonna pay dividends. I mean, you finally get the guy. I mean, Joe Burrow can definitely be the guy. God knows. I mean, as long as he stays on the field, Joe Burrow can definitely be the guy there for a while. And then Jamar Chase is apparently, as advertised, and yeah, he was fucking with us with the tiger, the ball stripe stuff.
Oh yeah,
like
the story of this game is we've got the rematch. It's Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence. Like the second time they played against each other, first time since the national championship.
Oh, I forgot about that. Nice.
Lost by Trevor Lawrence. But he's got a little grudge match, and he's got a lot to prove, so we'll see. It's going to be interesting.
Well, this might be the Urban Meyer if he's actually going to just quit game. Like, I think if he wins tonight, he'll finish the season. But I still think he might not even finish the season as their coach.
Tim Tebow's not on the team, so at least he's not actually quitting.
Yeah.
He's made one good decision.
Yeah, that's actually... I like that narrative that if he had kept Tim Tebow, it would have indicated that he actually does not give a fuck. Okay, yeah, I kind of like that. It's pretty funny. Giants at New Orleans. New Orleans is minus 7.5, but I still think they're going to cover here. They're at home. They're back at home. Well, and not only that, I mean, this. If you want to talk about narrative game, this is actually the first time they're actually at home this season. Like, this is going to be, they've been on the road for weeks now, despite, because of all that Hurricane Bell-Schnickel.
Yeah, so many hurricanes.
Yeah,
but
I know.
Yeah, this New Orleans team is basically like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You've got a good defense, and then you got Jameis Winston. You don't know what he's going to do.
See, I almost think both sides of the ball can act both that way. Because the defense seems like it ought to be good, and then gives us up some baffling plays to Carolina. And then you've got the 5 touchdown game out of Jameis, and then the Carolina game. And then last week he was, okay. Like, he's fine. It's fine. So I
totally agree.
Yeah, you can you can definitely have... New Orleans is 2 to 4 faced. I agree with that. The Giants are trash.
Faces.
Yeah, several faces of New Orleans. Giants are trash. I like New Orleans covering a fairly big spread here, but I still like them.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta let Saquon run last week, and they still won. So I don't know what to say.
Exactly. Exactly. No, no. I mean, the offense can put up numbers, and still that team can fail. Sort of the Giants' MO this season. It seems like.
I agree.
Yeah. All right. Let's look at 4 underdog picks this week that I like. First one is Kansas City at Philly. Philly is getting 7.5 points at home, and I like that. Kansas City, again, it's the same thing where Kansas City can win all the games they want, even though they're not this season, but they keep not covering the spread. So I like Philly to at least cover here. I do not think Philly will win, but I think they will cover the points.
Yeah, I think that they could definitely cover here too. Zach Ertz let everybody know that he's still alive.
Yeah.
Last week, and I mean, Kansas City defense has not shown me anything outside of the Honey Badger actually grabbing some balls here and there, which is what he does. He does whatever he wants, but he's one person and that team has a bad defense.
Yeah, and you'd look for the Philly bounce back game a little bit here. I mean, it's going to be this game or that division is Dallas's basically already. So I think I could see the Philly backspot game here, and they do the stuff. I'm going to try not to get shot here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, still don't think they're going to win though.
Well, let's just be clear. He's talking about Fortnite, not in Philly.
Yeah, no, it's both. I don't think Philly's gonna win Fortnite. No, we're not all max homo. We can't win Fortnite and sports. That's just cheating.
I was talking about getting shot in Philly versus Fortnite.
Ooh, yeah, don't get shot in Philly either. I mean, don't get shot. Just don't get shot. But in Fortnite, it'll happen. Carolina at Dallas. Carolina is getting 4.5 points on the road here. I like them to cover. I think it's going to be a good game. Again,
I think it's going to be a good game. I mean, not having C-Mac is huge for Carolina, but
it's pretty huge.
If Sam Darnold keeps looking good, I think that they have a fighting chance. And I mean, Dallas, man, their defenses look pretty good, but this is going to probably be one of their. It's not their first choice. I mean, they had to play against San Diego. They played pretty well.
Yeah, that's LA. Yeah, that's how the offenses are in LA. No, they have San Diego has a monster offense. But somehow did not put up. I mean, that game, and we've talked about that game. That game was a shit show. But lots of movement on offense. This is very interesting.
Yeah, I like Carolina here, and I really like Chuba Hubbard. I'm pretty jealous that Carolina grabbed him. I think he's got a lot of future, and backing up C-Mac's probably not a bad place to start.
No, this is the Chuba game, and if he can't, you want to see something here. I'm not saying you have to see utter dominance, but you want to see a little something here. And if he comes out flat, it's gonna be a disappointment to Carolina fans like myself, and also to a lot of fantasy people who sold out a lot. I mean, we're gonna talk about DFS later, but yeah.
Probably, took the bank on that.
There was a lot of fab spent on Chuba this week. That, I mean, I've heard that C-Mac is actually, it's not. He might be back in 4 weeks or something. I've heard earlier timetables that would bring C-Mac. Yeah. But I mean, it's that same situation where Carolina was in last year. I mean, I liked Mike Davis in the offense. Now, granted, it's a very different quarterback you're dealing with now with Sam Darnold, but I like that offense with Mike Davis in there instead of C-Mac. I didn't think. I mean, obviously, it didn't really translate into wins for Carolina last season, but you can see. I don't know. You can see movement. It's not that interesting. Carolina. I think Carolina's going to cover the points, if not necessarily win. Tampa Bay. The game that nobody's talking about this week. Tampa Bay at New England.
Yeah, who's talking about that?
Yeah, I know. If only there were outlets covering any of the storylines with this game.
I haven't seen any majorly produced commercials about this game.
I've
never seen any commercials. I don't know. It's crazy.
They
looking like Kevin Bacon's going home.
He definitely looks like Kevin Bacon.
Bill Belichick is waiting for hoodie season to get and go.
I mean, they said it might be the biggest game in New England history. I mean, it's just the hyperbole surrounding this game is completely out of control. But I do want to watch it. I want to watch it. I mean, I do want to watch it. I get it. Yeah.
It's extremely watchable.
It's Sunday night, which is exciting. Yeah. See, I find the narrative parts to be fascinating when you're talking about a betting perspective. So I'm definitely taking New England the points here. They're getting plus 6.5 at home. Yeah, and I think I know so far it's been, Belichick definitely won there. But Belichick also played with Brady. Like, if anybody can neutralize Tom Brady...
Anybody knows how Brady's playing?
Yeah.
It's going to be Belichick. And, I mean, we all know this. The name of the game is keep Brady off the field.
Well, exactly, yeah. And he'll know how to do it, and not only with his offensive game, but with the defensive game. The real question is going to be, does he have does he have the players to do it? I think, if you gave Belichick the proper roster to win this game, he could definitely do it. The problem is his pieces are woefully lacking, especially on offense. I mean, I don't like, yeah.
The question is that nobody's been able to run against Tampa Bay, and I feel like that's the only way that they would win.
Well, and they also, I mean, James White, I'm pretty sure he's out for the season, so.
Yeah, I think James White's out for the season.
Not that he wasn't a big passing, but yeah. See, I've been seeing a lot of big swings for Tampa, and I just feel like I get first of all, I get a lot more interest at it. Like, a Tampa Bay romp here is not actually that interesting, whereas New England, even making the game pretty close, I think, well, again, narrative wise, will be quite interesting. Whereas, oh wait, Chuck Juice, fork knife. Yeah, I think it's much more interesting if New England keeps it close, and I think they will, which is why I think the big. I mean, it's not a full touchdown, but I think they'll be able to keep it close and cover the spread.
I mean, they're just gonna have to keep an eye on the balls on the field, make sure they're all inflated.
You always got.
He might have a cheeseburger for the first time of the year. Yeah. I think he's gonna be pretty emotional. We're gonna see what happens.
The narrative part though, I can't fully account for is Tampa Bay coming off their first loss. I don't even know if they care. See, do they care? Are they going to be one of those teams that's like, whatever, we're 11-6, you know, or what? I don't even know if 11-6 will make it in, but you know, yeah.
Should not have forgotten. Tom Brady after a loss, not a whole lot of losses there.
No, but same with Belichick, and they just lost. So wait, didn't they lose? Did they lose last week? Yeah, they lost to the Saints. Yeah. They did. That's true. They did lose a lot of games last year because I mean, do you ever get used to it? One of the things, just real quick, one of the things they don't talk about Belichick is these guys don't get younger. Like, Belichick's old.
He's very old.
Like, just old. Like, just old. Just like old. Well, something chicken. I don't know. Insert masturbation parlor joke here. I don't know, but yeah, Robert Kraft. There's somebody in here with me. Shit, I'm about to definitely get muck ducked. Okay, where are we at? That was the New Orleans whatever game. Yada yada. Blah blah blah. Tampa. Oh yeah. Okay, so last one here. A underdog I like is Minnesota is getting 2.5 points at home against Cleveland.
I like this game if Dalvin Cook plays.
You don't think? I mean, he is playing. He's the same person as Madison. Everybody said so last week. I don't know what they're doing there, but
Same person, but
wait. What do you mean? What do you mean, Matt? What do you mean they look like, Matt?
I'm just saying they both looked really good.
Yes, there we go. Yes, it was their tremendous talent that looked identical on the field.
I mean, he basically looked like a first-string running back. So.
Hey, there you go. I like what you did there. That's what it is. Yeah. Again, Cleveland is almost like Kansas City in so much as like they're good, and I like all their talent, and they don't cover. And so I think I still think, and granted with the small line, there's not a ton of room in there for them to win and not cover. I mean, I think Minnesota's better than the record. I think Cleveland's kind of spot on. I think Cleveland's really good.
I think Cleveland's defense is really good, and I mean the only team that they lost to is the only one that Kansas City has this year, and it's, I mean, I think they were probably still nursing some wounds from that dirty playoff loss that Chad Henne handed them.
Oh no, yes. Maybe that very well be true.
Whenever you let Chad Henne run across the field, it hurts for years.
Wasn't he in Dallas for a long time?
Oh, I don't know.
I feel like
he was in Miami for a long time.
He was in Miami too? Huh.
Yeah.
How about that?
But
Chad Henne.
I like Cleveland. I do like Cleveland here. I think Minnesota's one of those confused teams. I think they can be really Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on you as well. You got so many offensive weapons and a bunch of ways to stop people on defense, but they haven't really proven that they know who they are yet.
Yeah, and I have no faith in Kirk Cousins ever at any point. Yeah, I'm not gonna, like, that always is full. Like, as soon as you think he's good, he's not. Kind of every time, it seems like.
If it's a high-scoring game, I like Minnesota.
Okay, yeah. No, I like that. Okay, I can see that. I'm into that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to take Minnesota here with the plus 2.5. 3 money line plays this week. I keep getting... This is the one I keep getting sucked into because I know that they're kind of good and they keep being not favored, and that's Indianapolis. Indianapolis at Miami.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Indy is... no, I mean, dude... see, you reminded me of something, because it's a revenge game for... definite revenge game for the Briss here against his old team.
The Briss is and definitely the vengeance game.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I'm going to get shot. Okay. Yeah. Indy. Again, I'm going to fall for this trap where I bet on Indy in a game where they seem like they can win, but they're getting plus juice. So they're at 2.1 here as far as decimal odds. They're at Miami. This dude cannot shoot me. And that's Pig. Pig getting shot.
I think either team could win here, but I definitely like Indy because they have defense.
I still have this problem with Miami with that real shit show at Buffalo. Like, I know Buffalo's real good, but getting shut out 35-0. I mean, that's a lot. I don't know. I can't. I have trouble getting over that.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's been tough.
Whereas Indy is Indy the best 0-3 team? I think maybe.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. I mean, there's 17 games this season, but they probably are the best 0-3 team.
Yeah, and I think they're the biggest surprise at 0-3. Like Jacksonville being 0-3 is not surprising. The Jets being 0-3 is not surprising. I don't know who else is 0-3. I mean, they're out there. Detroit. They're again. You're never surprised that Detroit's 0-3. That surprises no one. Yeah.
The game last week, you'd be surprised, but other than that, not surprised.
Yeah, and they played tight with San Francisco the week before. They're gonna be a tough out for teams this year. They're definitely gonna be one of those. I like calling them a tough out. That seems like a fun thing to call them.
Definitely sounds like. Yeah, they have weapons. They're trying to figure out stuff with Jared Goff.
I mean, they have like structural, functional issues. Oh my God, yes. Oh, I can't believe that the fucking Justin Tucker kick.
This is their first year with the new head coach, right?
Yeah, Man Campbell. Gotta love that. Yeah. So.
Man soup.
I mean, yeah, and that team just had again functional, like severe structural issues with their roster. Shocking, yeah.
And they just got rid of Jamie Collins, which I'm a little confused about, but. I would take that kid on my team any day. I
mean, it's a rebuild of rebuilds. Like I mean, yeah. Ooh. Oh, that guy.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to say about Detroit. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, who's on that team? Who the fuck is on that team? Goff.
Yeah, you got Goff and
yeah. It's Jared Goff. I mean, that's that is who is on that team. No Moss Galladay.
Q Cephas, right?
Cephas is the guy. Oh, wow, I got the guy. Oh, shit. Okay, but now I'm about to get shot. Okay, I'm going to try to win this game instead. Okay, Fortnite is going very well. We're gonna try. Is that guy just, can I shoot him? He's standing right in front of the tree. Ah, okay. Back to the thing. Next game is Las Vegas at the, I always want to say Clippers here. Because when I see when I see LAC, I'm like, Clippers, right? It's Clippers. It is a huge game. I mean, it's for, you know, the Chargers are crazy good.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think
Whoa, how'd he get behind me?
game 5.
The fuck. You think you're calling a tie?
No. I think at the end of the game, the Chargers will lead in the
Oh, for the division. Yeah.
I think that the Chargers are gonna take it home.
I was hoping you were saying you were calling a tie, like for.
No, not calling it out. No.
Matt, put it on the board. Matt's calling a tie.
Yeah. Peyton Barber's one game of the season that was good. That was last week.
See, I'm gonna.
To say anything about the Raiders are good.
No, the Raiders good, which is why I've got them. They're not favored in this game. They're getting 2.5. I think that's 5-2 odds for using fractional. I've been riding that train the last couple weeks, and it has been paying off because obviously they've been winning. They're not favored.
It's a good train to be on.
I mean, it's a good train. They're good, and they're almost the anti-Patriots in so much as like they're a good team, but people are not betting them, so they keep getting these favorable lines, and so which is ironic because they're literally Vegas. There's probably something going on there, but yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, there's a little something going on there, but yeah. Either way, I'm gonna keep again same thing. They keep winning, so I'm gonna play them at the Moneyline this week again. And
I mean, I've seen their new uniforms. They got Tony Soprano on them.
do they really?
No, not
because it's like, do they? Yeah. Whole thing. Okay, your game.
No. I love some Raiders. And then the football team. The football team's coming down here to ascend into the less humid Atlanta air.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they're going to have the dome open this weekend.
This weekend? Yeah, fine. It's almost fall. Yeah, I mean, that freaking dude, it was so freaking hot when we went in August.
It was so
It
hot.
was very warm. It was very warm inside the dome. It was a very hot bird's nest.
Yeah, but I do like my Falcons this week.
No, I do too. They got their last
Taylor
week.
Heineke.
Yeah. No, the what the fucks are trash, dude. It's so annoying. Like they were supposed to be totally good this season. Granted the Fitzpatrick stuff, but even still.
I do think that this is going to be on the over.
Oh yeah, let's see. What's the line here? 48.5. See, I like this one to go under because these are two anemic offenses. So.
I just think we finally get to see some scoring.
Yeah, I mean you might be right. I mean, with the problem with Washington is that where's the defense? The defense is supposed to be excellent. It's just not there.
They have great linebackers. I mean, Chase Young is still there.
He is. That was supposed to be the centerpiece.
Yeah, you might see Matt Ryan on the field a lot.
You might see him getting sacked. See, I like Atlanta here, and like I said, I'm taking them on a money line play, even though it's still not even odds on the money line play, but I still like them here. But
yeah, I definitely like us, but I think the defensive backs are definitely going to be out. So there's going to be a lot of Terry McLaurin.
You might be.
No, and I want to see a lot of Cal Pitts.
You're almost selling me on the over narrative here, but unfortunately, I'm not picking that this week. So
yeah.
I'm not gonna worry about it. Mister not gonna work here anymore.
Not gonna work here anymore.
Not gonna work here anymore. All right, we're going to the swamp. All right. 2 easy parlay this week. I have changed up the 2 easy parlay, so not only is it going to be the over on the lowest line and the under on the highest line, but it's also going to be the underdog with the biggest line and the favorite with the smallest line. These are great because do not have to think about it. Literally just pick.
Yeah, just pick.
Yeah, just pick. So the lowest line this week is Detroit at Chicago. The over is 42.5 points. You think they can get there?
No.
No? You don't think they...
Survey says Dang.
Well, doesn't matter. I'm picking it anyway because I don't have a choice.
Pick the over.
Well, I have to pick the
Well,
over.
Khalil Mack's going to have some touchdowns.
Yeah, well, okay, so I like that. If you talk yourself into some defensive touchdowns this week, I mean, Golf gets 2 touchdowns, and Detroit gets 1 touchdown, and then all of a sudden they have 21 points. Is that 42-point line where both teams have that? Every time they throw that 42.5, really.
Yeah, the 42.5 is very, definitely intriguing.
Yeah, I don't like it, but it doesn't matter because it's automatic. Arizona at the Rams under 54.5. What do you think?
I like over.
I can talk myself into the under here because
I think you could talk yourself into the under, for sure.
I mean, first of all, I don't have a choice, so that's
54.5. I mean,
doesn't matter. It's
easy.
Yeah,
it's
well,
under.
see, one of these. The Rams do have an excellent defense. If Aaron Donald can get his hands on Kyler Murray, he will break him in half.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Donald's going to be chasing Kyler Murray around. Jalen Ramsey's going to be all over DeAndre Hopkins. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, this game could easily be a shootout, but I could see a decent little defensive struggle where both I don't know. Sean McVay is more likely to do this than Kingsbury, but yeah, I mean, where they play a little coy. They all of a sudden, either both teams flip to sort of a run-centric offense. I don't know. It's probably going to go.
I don't like the Rams in that situation, but at the same time, I do think that this has the very possibility of becoming like the Chargers-Cowboys game a couple weeks ago.
See, there you go.
Everybody thought they were going to score a whole lot of points, but then the defense took over.
I definitely did, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that could. I mean, that sounds.
Yeah,
like
I can buy that.
Yeah, sure, right now. Houston plus 16.5, which I think this line has recently moved to 15.5. But either way, I mean, Houston again, a cover machine. I mean, well, they covered 2 out of 3 games this season, so I wouldn't call it a cover machine. Last week was
Who's their quarterback?
Okay, well, and there's you're probably right. That's Davis.
I literally don't even know.
I think it's still Davis Mills, isn't it? Right?
Oh yeah, Millsy.
Unless I don't know if Tyrod. I don't know if he's back yet. And I don't know how much
I don't see
that.
Deshaun Watson coming out of the closet either. So.
No, well, not well. Insert.
Not
There's.
literally or figuratively.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like,
You know, Brandon Cooks is still there. Mark Ingram's still there. They'll probably still score a touchdown or 2.
See, this again. I think that this team is good for some sneaky covers this season because they're gonna keep getting. They got the weak ass line at the Panthers last week, the 7-point line, and then they're back to these double digit lines what they were getting the first 2 weeks. So that's part of what it is here. Is there's just so many damn points. I mean, in the NFL.
They are playing Buffalo, but
yeah, and you know the Buffalo has not been afraid to run up the score on people either. If no compunction at all about just running up the score on people. And then the last one is Baltimore at Denver. Baltimore is giving up 1 point on the road here. I like that because I think Baltimore's going to win the game. So yeah.
So, and just to be clear, you like Buffalo in the plus 16.
No, I like Houston. No, Houston's going to cover.
Oh, okay.
No, Houston's going to cover. And also, it doesn't matter if I like them or not because it's automatic.
It's automatic?
This is great. The 2 easy parlay.
I just wanted to make sure.
The 2 easy parlay is great. 2 easy parlay is going to be paying out 12-1, by the way. So
12-1.
Yes, if you can hit all 4 of these, then all the riches in the land shall be yours. Yeah, Baltimore. Denver, literally all 3 of their wins have come against teams that have no wins. Now, granted, that's going to happen when one of the games you play is against the team that's 3-0. You know, that's sort of how that works.
Baltimore is not 3-0 though.
No, but Denver is.
Yes, they are.
Dimba.
Probably the least surprising. Or most surprising, my bad.
Maybe. I mean, there was no...
We're talking about, most surprising versus least surprising as far as, like, Indianapolis, Denver.
Sure.
Most surprising.
I mean, I'd say people were more on Carolina. I mean, people knew... Denver was sort of a sexy pick preseason, though. And especially if people thought that Aaron Rodgers might still end up there. I know that people were kind of on that Denver train, and he still might. Not this. He's not this season, but next season. Who knows what that? I don't know what that dude. I don't know what the fuck that dude's up to.
He's not going to be on Jeopardy. I can tell you that.
No, that's definitely Mr. Not going to work here anymore. Yeah.
So he needs to cut his hair.
That's just the hair is more fuck you. Like it's just more like everybody can go to hell. Like, yes, I know it's bad. We all know it's bad, and I don't care, and y'all can do it. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
He's likely to get a Head and Shoulders commercial. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean, so far. So that's.
He's got the man bun, so he's happy.
I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is happy at all. He seems to not be happy. He seems to be trying to seek this contentment that he will never have because he only won one Super Bowl. And will likely stay at one.
He at least went to 2, right? I mean...
He went to a second. That sounds right. Is that right? I don't know if he's even been to 2. No, I think he's only been to 1. Okay, Google. I got this. Okay, Google. How many Super Bowls has Aaron Rodgers played in?
1 Super Bowl.
There it is.
On
yeah.
the website sportscasting.com.
Okay, Google. That's plenty.
While
Yeah.
Rodgers has only appeared in 1 Super Bowl, he and the Packers did come out on top. People also sometimes
Oh
ask
my
me,
God, really?
has Aaron Rodgers played in a Super Bowl? Do you want to hear the answer?
No.
I feel like you already answered it.
You did.
I mean, he's got to be happy with
I'm a little lost. I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Yeah, you didn't really to begin with, lady. Okay, anyway, yeah, that's all. Yeah, he's been, well, and that's the whole thing. He's been to like 5 NFC Championship games. That's where he always biffs it. Yeah. Anyway.
It's very unfortunate.
I mean, only if you're Aaron Rodgers or a Packers fan. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this guy gets it. All right.
We get it. All right, next.
We got, well, last thing, we got one little extra point. I got a cute little prop bet from tonight. Is your boy, T-Law.
How many times do you see him picking his nose?
Oh, that sounds way more fun than this. This is just about football. He's gonna get Trevor Lawrence over 350 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Oh, I like it. To what team?
Oh, no, they have to be proper touchdowns. They cannot be interceptions. They cannot be pick sixes. Yes.
No, I like that.
I mean, it's 10-1. Yeah, it's a big payoff if you can get there. So, what I mean, I know what's going. Is he good? You know better than I do.
No, he's good. He just plays for Jacksonville. I mean,
Yeah.
Could it be any more obvious? They have 0 running game. They've drafted a running back that got hurt immediately.
Yeah, that, you know what, that the Etienne injury.
And then all 3 of their wide receivers. I mean, he's just figuring it out. I'm gonna continue to compare him. He's probably gonna break the record. They've got 17 games. All the games that continue to play, 2 in each game.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, isn't that the problem there? Like, yeah. I mean, maybe we don't know. Blake Bortles might be really good.
I don't remember how bad that Indianapolis team was, but it was, bad enough for Peyton Manning to set the rookie record for interceptions.
Well, they got the number 1 pick the season before, so they can't have been terribly good.
Yeah, they can't have been terribly good.
No. I mean, he was the number 1 overall pick. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Sort of the premise there. And so was Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, it's the same.
Exactly.
Same. Okay, well, that's all the picks.
Does Trevor have a brother?
Does he? Bill? Wait, Martin? Those are all the Lawrences I know. Of Arabia? There we go. That's all I got. Yeah, yes, those are all the picks. You want to talk about some DFS?
Yeah, I want to talk about the DFS. Just specifically DraftKings, to be completely honest.
Okay.
Just to, tell everybody what my theme is. Like, when it comes to DFS, I want running backs that are going to play every down. I want running backs that are going to give you yards, and we're going to start with running backs. So this week, the number one running back in DraftKings is obviously Derrick Henry. He's playing against the Jets, and he costs you a whopping $8,800. This is actually not that bad if you want to focus on this player. If you want to focus on Derrick Henry, if you want him to be your
like
workhorse.
in a captain mode, maybe.
In a captain mode, probably. I don't know if he's available in captain mode, to be completely honest. C-Mac was running about 10 grand a couple of years ago when he was the number one running back. So 88 is actually kind of a discount for. I mean, Derrick Henry versus the Jets. How many touchdowns do you really think he's going to get? So you have a choice. You can take Derrick Henry if you like. Next up,
that almost feels like a yardage play with Derrick Henry too. There, like I mean, if I told you Derrick Henry got 200 yards against the Jets, would you be surprised?
Not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, if he does it, he's going to be the best player on the team.
I mean, I think he is. Didn't we go over this? I think he is the best player on that team.
Well, on that team, yes. I'm just talking about the DFS team.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You ideally want the person that's going to put as many points as possible.
Really? This
is real life. Yeah.
Yeah. You want the most.
So I think the favorite for a lot of other people is going to be Madison against Cleveland. Because if Cook doesn't actually play, you're going to get Madison for 6,600.
Currently at a discount.
Is it a bad matchup though? I think it might be.
Yeah, but is it
next, kind of going along with your Philly pick?
Cleveland. I mean, is Cleveland's best strategy here to stop the run?
No, but they're going to do it.
Oh, okay. Fair.
I mean, that's what they do. They have one of the most disgusting lines I've ever seen.
Well, I know, but I didn't know if that was a run-stopping line. I mean, obviously you got Myles Garrett out there just destroying quarterbacks' lives, but I don't know how effective they were in the
Exactly.
run. Okay, fair enough.
And I mean, Justin Fields ran all over the place, and we know Kirk Cousins can't do that.
No. But they also sacked Justin Fields 9 times, so... Again, I think the Cleveland... I mean, I have no stats to back this up, but I think Cleveland's defense is being a run... pass stopping more than run stopping, but I mean, I think they're just probably good, right? They're probably good at both.
I think they're pretty good, and that kind of spoils my defensive likes this week, but I do really like Cleveland's defense this week against the Vikings.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially in DFS, because we'll get to that. But next we got Sanders with the Philadelphia Eagles against Kansas City, coming in at $6,400. That's a medium bid, and Miles Sanders is going to get you PPR points as well. Some of my favorites this week, though, I like Chuba Hubbard versus Dallas. We talked about that earlier. He's $5,900, which is right under the median price in the DFS game. I also like Antonio Gibson against Atlanta.
Gibson does seem good this week. Yeah, I like that. How much is he?
Yeah, him and Sanders are going to do very similar things on the field. They have good matchups, it's bad defenses, and they're going to catch passes. My sleeper pick for this week in the running backs is going to be my boy Cordarrelle Patterson.
It's not even a sleeper at this point. I mean, I think you're right.
He's a sleeper, though, because he's still $4,900.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Well, yeah. Sleeper price for sure, yeah.
Yeah, definitely getting sleeper pricing, and that's what it's all about when it comes to DFS. Moving on to running backs, or from running backs to wide receivers. The number one guy, we're looking at Tyreek Hill. Is he going to have a turnaround week against Philadelphia? That's your choice.
I mean,
the other guy up top
seems like one of those guys where you just got to catch him on the right week.
Yeah, you got to catch him on the right week. Everybody's been shutting down Tyreek for the past 2 weeks. He had 5 points in last week, 5 points the week before. He's got a big, juicy Philadelphia defense to go after.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my big question with Tyreek Hill right now is with the way they've been covering the last 2 weeks, are those now blueprint games, or do you think some teams are not going to be able to? I mean, he's still going to get super loose against some teams.
I think it's both. I think the teams that are able to follow that blueprint are going to be able to shut them down.
I guess
I think
there is a
that's
personnel
why
question
this
there,
week against Philly is probably not a terrible week to pick them up if you want to go on a high bid person at 8,000 on DFS.
Okay.
People I like this week, going back to the Arizona-LA Rams game.
Nice.
I really like the non-number one receivers for Arizona. AJ Green's coming at $4,500.
Really?
He had over 100 yards last week. He's proven that he can play football once again, not on the Bengals.
Yeah.
Christian Kirk also a really good pick here, going at 5,300.
Okay.
When we know that DeAndre Hopkins is going to be matched up against Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah. Good point.
Also,
that's actually
I like
a really good point for DFS.
Wide receiver on the Buffalo Bills. Houston's defense is terrible, and Emmanuel Sanders is $4,900. Who's going to beat that?
Well, and again, another guy coming in cheaply after a big week last week.
Yeah, huge week, 2 touchdowns. Good yardage. Emmanuel Sanders. If you need somebody in that less than 5,000 slot, he's probably your guy.
Nice.
My sleeper is Will Fuller versus Indianapolis. I think he's got something to prove. It's the second week playing back this season. He was suspended a game, and then he was hurt the next game. He had some really good looks last week, but they were playing against a really tough Buffalo defense. Indianapolis's defense isn't much easier.
No, the strength of their defense is supposed to be their linebackers too, not necessarily their coverage.
Yeah, I think that if they're going to score, Will Fuller's going to be behind it.
Okay.
And moving into QBs who are my favorite this week, I like spending money on QBs this week because not Jared Allen, but Josh Allen
yes.
is $8,000 versus Houston. And I like the over in this game. I don't necessarily think the defense is going to be a big part, but I'm also with you in saying that Buffalo is not afraid of running the score up on their opponent.
No, and I feel like you could actually get a ton of this might be a good game to get a lot of rushing yards out of Allen, too.
Yeah, he's going to get rushing yards, and I think he's going to probably spread the ball out. I also really like Kyler Murray against the Rams. Mostly because you are going to get a lot of rushing yards.
Okay, I can see that. Okay, that's fair. I don't know. I don't know about all that. I think Kyler Murray might get broken in half. By the way,
he might get broken in half.
I'm still nervous about him. He's so tiny. Yeah, but he can get away. He gets away so well. One of the things they were talking about on Mean and Kimes is like how good he's been against the blitz this season versus in past seasons. And so I think that's a huge that's a huge part of him not getting eaten.
Yeah. The ball. He really he actually puts some zip on the ball. It's not a floater. It doesn't look like Matt Ryan when he's about to get sacked and throws that interception. It's terrible. Yeah. He actually looks like he's got the it factor.
Dude, if he can stay on the field.
If he can stay on the field, and if other people if he targets the right people, if they can get open, if he has time, all these things really kind of play for Kyler Murray. You can roll that dice for him against the Rams.
Okay, all right.
Divisional game.
Nice. See, that's excellent analysis right there. Just a divisional game and keep moving.
Yeah, it's a divisional game. Speaking of divisional games, the player that if you really want to roll the dice on and make some moves, you're going to be picking somebody that not everybody's going to pick, which could give you the opportunity to be the number one team in DFS by picking Justin Fields.
Oh, I like it. Tell me why.
Justin Fields gets a bounce-back game against who? The Lions.
That'll
help. And you're only paying $5,200 for Justin Fields.
I think I'm gonna actually steal. I actually am gonna steal that. I think I might do that because I like where your head's at. It's definitely gonna be a pick. It's gonna be an unconventional pick this week. And the Lions, and if you can get right against anybody, the Lions are a good team to get right against.
And I know I haven't said this yet, but when it comes to DFS, I've told Brandon I do not like being in contests where people are allowed to have more than 20 entries because the people that really have time will go in there and give all the different equations. They're going to figure out a lineup. I recommend getting into contests where you have 3 entries. That's the safest way to make money. That's the best way to get a good pick, and you're going to come away with a win, even if it's just a double up.
Mm-hmm. Double ups
doubling
are good.
up.
Yeah, we like that.
Is still moving on.
Yeah, yeah, we're all yes. This is a very profit forward podcast. Anytime you make money, that's a good day. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all about making money. It's all about going by the numbers.
Yeah, there you go. See this guy. Oh my God, there's the promo right there.
We get it.
Yeah.
So and moving on to tight ends, everybody knows Travis Kelsey is going to be the top casted tight end because he's basically a number one receiver for your team.
Yeah.
If you want to spend $8,100 and put him on your team, you can.
So much for a tight end, though. So much for a tight end, too.
It's a lot of money for a tight end. And do you like him this week? I mean, do you like the matchup? I don't. But do I do like?
Philly? No, yeah.
DJ Hawkinson.
Ah,
he's playing against the bruised up Chicago.
Say, you're just eating in that Chicago Detroit game.
I'm eating in the Chicago Detroit game, and DJ Hawkinson is really good.
Hey, Matt.
Yes.
It's a division game.
It's a division game.
There you go.
It's important. $5,800. I like division games.
Well, and I talked about this a little bit last week. It's like, getting second in your division this season with the expanded playoffs and stuff. Getting second in your division is kind of almost.
It almost guarantees you a playoff spot.
Almost, yeah, exactly. So I really do think that these division matchups and games and all that stuff are you'd almost think they'd be less important with more games. I think they're more important, especially with the expanded playoffs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we talked about my sleeper earlier, but in the tight end slot, I like Zach Ertz. Mm-hmm. Zach Ertz used to be a top 3 guy, and last week he scored a touchdown. He actually looks like he knows how to play football again. He's playing against Kansas City. $3,500 gets you Zach Ertz this week, and he's basically chump change for some points. Yeah, finally, because DFS does not use kickers. Thank God.
Oh yeah, that's just good. Fuck that shit. Kickers.
We have defense.
Defense is way more fun than kickers.
Defense is so much more fun than kicker.
Yeah.
So we spoiled it earlier. I really like the Browns against Minnesota. You're spending $3,000. You're gonna spend all the rest of your money on the other positions: running backs, quarterbacks, wide receivers. That's your choice. Nobody wants to spend top dollars on a defense that doesn't score points.
Yeah,
so you go for the cheap guys, or you go for Tennessee versus the Jets.
See, how much do you know how much they're coming in?
And they're giving you Tennessee versus the Jets for less than $4,000. You get them for $3,900. That's a completely reasonable deal. You can get them in the slot.
Yeah, see, that seems like a lot of value right there. Yeah.
So in DFS, generally, I like to have 3 wide receivers that are around the $5,000 range. Then you decide to spend your money on running backs, quarterbacks, or, swap and switch as much as you like. Because you got tight ends and you got wide receivers that are going to go out there and put up Cooper Kupp numbers.
Ooh, Cooper Kupp numbers. Don't talk dirty to me.
That's juicy, isn't it?
I was like, no.
Talk dirty. But, I mean, DFS is all about going out there and making picks that are going to have guys score lots of points because that's what we all love.
Yeah.
But you got to pick the guys that not everybody else picks.
See, that part I don't like about it. That's why it's like,
that's how you win the big money, but if you're going to win money, you got to make the smart picks. And that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
We got smart picks all week. Every week. So, just to recap, we got smart picks: Tennessee versus the Jets.
Yeah.
Zach Ertz versus Kansas City. Justin Fields versus Detroit.
Right.
We really like Emmanuel Sanders versus Houston. We like Arizona wide receivers against the Rams.
I really like that. Yeah.
And we pretty much really like
the non-DeAndre Hopkins receivers.
Yeah, non-DeAndre Hopkins.
See, I think that's I love that. Yeah,
and we really like Derrick Henry.
I just really like Derrick Henry.
I really like him too.
Yeah, I think he's great. Yeah,
I don't know as a person. His hair
I think
is
as a human being, dude. It looks like the hair itself looks like it could stiff arm people. You know?
I think that's part of the stiff arm.
I think it's
Sometimes when you see multiple people try to tackle him, the hair is actually involved.
That's true. Okay, I think I'm about to... I think I can just die. I have 5 life. So maybe I'll just die, and we can call that the show this week.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want you to die. I don't want that to be the end of the show. So maybe we should finish it before you die.
Well, now this wolf... See, okay, this wolf was going to kill me, and now it's just circling me, which is awkward. Okay, they got me. Okay, that's it for the show. Appreciate it. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And come back next week every Thursday at 7 p.m.
Yeah. Okay, Google, say goodbye.
See you later.
Oh, see, there you go. All right, later, taters.
Goodbye.